Hi Cancer, welcome. So Cancer, this is going to be your spiritual tarot reading, and we're just going to go ahead and get straight into it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. My readings are timeless, so I just trust when this finds you, it's for you. So I have the card of the Sun out, Leo energy here for some of you. You could be on the cusp, you could have that in your chart, you could be dealing with someone with that in their chart, or just simply it's the influencing vibes. So this is talking about your essence, your energy, a self-awareness, your heart chakra. It talks about creativity and honoring yourself. But sometimes this can be pointed at the ego, childishness. It's a very masculine energy as well. So even if you are a feminine, you may be exuding more of the masculine parts of your personality, the more ego-driven parts of your personality. So pay attention to that, Cancer. But on a plus note, this does talk about self-sufficiency and finding the wherewithal to kind of move through something on your own, utilizing your independence, focusing on your independence, your ability to take care of yourself, which is interesting because when I was meditating, the song that came through, I don't know who sings it. All I could hear was "Come Closer, Come Closer." Don't mind my singing. I just can't stop. Who is that? Is that Usher? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Random. That song may randomly play over the next 30 days. If so, come back to the reading, or that might have some meaning to you. But from a spiritual perspective, it's just like you're getting closer to something here, Cancer. It could be another person. It could be closer to a goal that you have. You name it. It's a general reading, right? But it's like, you know, as the other lyric came through, I cannot stop. I just can't stop. So whatever you have going on, there's a lot of momentum built up behind that, and there's no going back, right? So if you'd been like rethinking a decision or looking back into the past, you're wasting your time, Cancer. The message and the guidance is to look forward, because you're getting closer, right? You're getting closer to the achievement of something that has to deal with the Sun card, that has to deal with your heart, that has to deal with what makes you feel alive. Next to that, you had the Ace of Swords come out, but it was in the reverse. So there could be a sense of failure here, maybe feeling like you failed yourself, or you failed really in a situation, failed miserably is actually what I heard, which is from Spirit's perspective, there is no such thing as failures, right? Experience is experience is experience. Whether it turns out the way that you intended to or not really doesn't matter, Cancer. It matters more about what you took away from that experience. And so there's an encouragement here to let go of any feelings of failure in the past or a fear of failure moving forward. All right. And just to get back in alignment with yourself, feel yourself, be yourself, Cancer. Maybe you have felt like you haven't been able to be yourself, or it has felt difficult to be comfortable in your own skin for whatever reason. So let's see, we have the card of morality and adventure. So it feels like to me like a little bit of a stagnation period where it may have felt like things felt very mundane or Groundhog's Day-y, and, you know, sorry, the wasting away, like time is wasting away. There's two songs that came through there, and I was trying to grab them. One was Wasted Away in Margaritaville, okay, and the other one was it's gone. But anyways, it could have felt like you wasted time, or time is wasting away, or like your life is passing you by, and that probably felt terrible to think those thoughts, because you're way out of alignment if those are the types of thoughts you're entertaining, because your higher self knows that there is no bounds. There is no age limit. There is no end to anything. There is just new beginning after new beginning after new beginning. And yes, even when we leave this physical body, there's another new beginning right on the other side of that. So it's all perspective here, Cancer, and they're really encouraging you to hold a higher perspective and have things to look forward to, because there's something coming closer that's going to give you some sort of insight, right, into what the next chapter is for you. So let's see what that is. And hold on one second. Sorry about that quick distraction. So yeah, let's go into it. Let's look at the Headspace first and see what we have going on in the Headspace and what you need to know there. Then we're going to look at the Heart Space and your emotional self, love. And then we're going to look at this big spiritual picture. So for Cancer. Should know the words to that. 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, there's this sense of like feeling a little bit trapped in your thoughts and like a little bit of an inner conflict, or a lot of bit of an inner conflict. Just feel like things like a struggle. Yeah, like you were wasting away or wasting your time. No such thing as a waste of time. So yeah, it just feels to me like you kind of got caught in like this negative web of thoughts where it may have felt difficult, or maybe it's currently feeling difficult as to like your way out of something, or like your way to move away from something. And for a lot of you, this has to deal with a romantic partner, a relationship. But it could also just be, you know, where you're at in life in general right now, or just feeling frustrations at work, you name it. It's a general reading, but it's just like right on the other side of that struggle is the love you want, is the romance, is the new beginning. But it might require for you to move forward from something, or to move away from something that really had you stuck in a not so good mental place, you know, like even questioning, like this is very specific. Some of you even questioning like, what is the purpose of life? Like what am I here for? You know, really losing steam in your energetic space. And because of that, you know, the answers were not coming to you. The clarity was not streaming to you, not because it wasn't being given by your higher self, but because you were nowhere near receptive mode of it. You were nowhere near the vibration of your higher self to receive the solutions that you've been asking for. And it's on us to do the vibrational work, right? We have guidance, we have source, we have our higher self available to us, but they are not going to join you in your negative thoughts. Because source is pure positive thoughts, and you got to be a match to that in order to hear the solutions, in order to hear your guidance, in order to hear your intuition and with clarity. And the way that you do that, the way that you become a match to that, is by chilling out, is by finding things you enjoy in the current moment, is by meditating, is by quieting your mind, is by having faith that the answer is coming, and stepping away from the problem. But most people stay so focused on the what isness of what's happening right now that they don't like, that they never step away from the problem long enough for the solution to arrive. But the solution is always there, right? So there's this message here, Cancer, about kind of moving away from thinking about something or the problem of something, and allowing yourself to chill out a little bit and romance your life, romance yourself. You know, like whether you're in a partnership or not, you still got to pamper yourself. You still got to love yourself, right? And they're giving me the song Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Buy yourself flowers, you know, take yourself dancing. You don't have to go to that extreme, but, you know, love yourself, right? And I don't just mean by doing nice things for yourself. Some people think like self-love is like doing nice activities for self. Don't get me wrong, that can put you in a good mood. But what self-love really is no longer shaming yourself, putting yourself down in your mind, questioning, doubting self. It's truly loving yourself in here. That's what it's really about. All right, so let's go into the heart space. And I just... Oh, yeah. I had this happen in Gemini's reading. If you're connecting with Gemini, check that reading out. That reading was about the difference between compassion and empathy. Some people understood what I was trying to get at in that reading, and some people took it totally the wrong way. But if you have Gemini in your chart, maybe check that out. Okay, so Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Devil, the Two of Swords, the Fool. Your whole reading just came out all at once. Page of Swords, the Wheel, the Sun, and the Six of Cups. So we started on the Sun, we end on the Sun. I like that. All right, so in the heart space here, Cancer, it's just like some of you are really thinking a lot about, you know, a conversation that you had or communication that you've had or maybe a conversation that you want to have. So much so that you might have been dwelling, like really dwelling on it, really focused on it, but not in the most positive way. You know, maybe not with the best expectations here, because it really has seemed to thrown you through an energetic loop. It's like you overthought something to the point that you thought it to death, and then you started to feel exhaustion and maybe even a sense of like questioning oneself or hopelessness. But it was the thought train that was going on that was creating that for you. Because again, what you can't see is that there is growth here. There is new beginning here. There is potential, but you have to make the choice to kind of move away from something. And I'm not talking about in the physical, although some of you may actually be moving away from a person, place, or thing. But I'm more so talking about with your mind, moving away from seeing the problem in whatever current experience you're having and looking towards, looking forward to the outcome, the future, the silver lining. I might title this reading The Silver Lining, because there is a silver lining, and let's get to that, right? This is like you learning how to trust your intuition more, you reconnecting with your higher guidance and your higher self, and fortune begins to favor you. Luck, there's luck, be a lady, come on. Luck going in your favor, and you ultimately feeling connected again, happy again. Just don't get sucked into thinking about the past. It's all right to reminisce about the past. It's all right to look back and learn what you needed to learn, but you cannot live in the past because it's gone. But every time you do go back to the past, especially if you're questioning something about it, you repurpose that energy into the now moment, which makes you feel like crap, you know, because you don't hold any power in the past. You only hold power in the now, in the now, in the now, in the now. But I feel like you are learning, you've definitely learned, you're learning something through the situation, right? And you're learning new things about yourself that you really didn't know before, that you really weren't tapping into before. And some of you are learning more about your spiritual self, your intuition, and how to properly use that, you know, because maybe there was a lack of discernment in the past, or, you know, that led to some sort of confusion or conflict or something you didn't want, right? But that's all right, because we have experiences we don't like so that we can move into a better experience, because we now know what we do like, what we do want, right? But I do feel like your luck turning around. So hallelujah, Cancer. This is a good sign that whatever you have been hyper fixated on, okay, or whatever's been causing you a lot of stress is getting ready to turn around. That situation is going to turn around in your favor. And you're going to feel reconnected again, I feel, if you're not already in this energy. Some of you are starting to feel like better days are ahead, or each day may feel a little bit better. Some of you may still be stuck in the problem of something, but your luck is going to change in your favor. And there will be this period, right, where you kind of do some self-reflection here and maybe connect the dots of why you went through what you went through, to get the outcome that you're getting now. Okay, so there's something about the outcome being changed as well, based on how you chose to act or what you choose to do in the present moment. Because, you know, the future is not set in stone. We have free will, and we are constantly choosing through our focus, through our mind, what we want to set up for ourselves going into the future. So it's like you're carving out your next pathway in the now moment by whatever it is that you're focused on. And if all you're focused on is what the current situation is, then you will manifest more of the same, of the same, of the same. And this is why most people's lives do feel like Groundhog's Day, because they're so heavily focused on what is, they keep creating more of what is. In order to create something outside of what you currently have, you got to be able to think outside the box. You got to be able to tap into your imagination. You got to be able to move yourself out of the what isness and focus on the what could be's and call it forth to you. And this is how you strengthen your ability to purposely create your life, because most of us are creating our life by default, by reacting to whatever currently is going on. But you can purposely create through your mind with trained thought. And this is a big, big lesson for you. So let's see then, Cancer, what the guidance is here. Also, I want to say, like, if you've been having conflict with a specific person, just walk away. You know, like, there's a very specific situation here where there is conflict around a certain connection where there's love there, but it's also impacting your energy. And so to kind of move away from the situation vibrationally may benefit you for a period of time. And as I say that, the card says, take a moment. It says, stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause, quiet your mind, and ask your soul for guidance before you act and move forward. So that's funny that that came out, because I was just getting ready to say, you know, take a moment before you entertain anything. And I feel like until you're in a better feeling space, it is not time to make any big decisions. But once you get into that better feeling space, and you absolutely will, then that clarity is going to start streaming to you, and you're going to know what to do next, Cancer. So pay attention. So, wow, beautiful reading. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs that you might be connecting with or have in your own chart. I've got Leo crowning the reading. But I also have Libra, Capricorn, Leo again, Aries energy, Pisces energy. But it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my pages. All of it linked in the description box below. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Cancer. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.